Hello, and welcome back to Not That You Asked with Henry and Kiley, the podcast that walks the fine line between life advice and talking shit. If you like today's episode, you can find all of our uploads on YouTube at Not That You Asked Podcast and on SoundCloud at Not That You Asked with Henry and Kiley. You can also find us and stay in touch on Instagram at Not That You Asked Podcast. The link for that is in the description. We hope you enjoy today's episode. Kylie, didn't you be burped?
Yes.
Welcome back to Not That You Asked with Henry and Kiley and Halli.
And Halli.
Our special guest for this week's episode.
No, why are you talking like that?
Our special guest for this week's episode.
This is Halli Carpender.
We have you back. We tried to record an episode with you, and then it was super good, and it was so good that it set my computer on fire, and that's why I had to miss an episode, because you were too good and too funny, and you set my computer on fire.
Many people died because
Sorry,
of
guys.
you.
So thanks for everything, Halliday.
The children next door, gone.
Yeah, they
And
died.
y'all still invited me back.
'Cause
They're
you're
dead now.
funny.
Oh.
World has less children, but
World has less children, but okay.
we should brief you on our recent update of protocol, which is that if we're going to refer to the situation that we're all in that causes us to have to be 6
Stuck
feet
in
apart
our
in a
home?
garage, we refer to it as the salmon cannon. So
Because
keep that in mind. 'Cause the
I'm
YouTube
not
gods
gonna
are
remember
punishing us.
that.
That's okay.
Well,
we're gonna play a game, so
then
it
this
doesn't
episode's
even
going to do
matter
terribly, and it's
anyways.
your fault.
Yeah.
Think about that.
We're gonna kill
So
you.
many things are my fault, and we're like 3 minutes in.
We're literally not even 3 minutes.
Yeah, you killed children and this podcast. So
Yeah, wow.
Thanks, Halli.
Congrats. Round of applause.
Woo! Yeah, good job, idiot.
I have a loud clap.
You do.
I do.
Because clapping is loud.
No, but my clap is like extra loud.
I don't think that's true.
Clap.
I'm
You just hit your
witnessing a
titty.
live
You
clap
just hit your
off.
titty.
I'm sorry. What'd you say, Hal?
I'm witnessing a live clap off.
Dude,
That
that's
sounds
crazy.
wrong.
I'll fucking clap off. Oh, damn it. I'll clap off right now.
No, it's okay. We're past it. We're
Okay, I'll clap off right now.
good. No.
Okay.
I don't want to do. It's gonna just.
This is like
Okay,
something in the movie
okay.
Camp Rock.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
Camp Rock.
Camp
Whoa.
Rock. Jesus Christ. Demi
Whoa.
Lovato.
Iconic. Whoa.
Or maybe during heroin.
Whoa.
Who knows? She probably had a
Jonas
complicated childhood.
Brothers?
Oh my god.
Bomb, though.
Hey guys, remember Big Time Rush?
I miss Big Time Rush. No, oh my gosh. The other day, my friend Max showed me this song that was a Big Time Rush song. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
That was
I just
insane.
absolutely chucked her fucking
My
can
watermelon
on the
white
ground.
claw.
Wow.
She
I'm
just
sorry. Whatever the
John
fuck
Cena'd
you were
that.
talking about Halliday is obviously not important. But
All
what were you
right,
saying?
never mind.
Go ahead. Go
no,
ahead.
my friend Max showed me a song that was really popular by Big Time Rush, but actually it was originally supposed to be a Kesha song, and he played me the Kesha version, and it was bomb. And
Yeah,
I'm
dude,
Kesha's
Kesha's
bomb,
good.
though.
yes, Kesha is so good. I love Kesha. Kesha, please sponsor me. Yes,
Beat
and
so
Ben
fat
Folds
gonna make
covered
me
Sleazy,
come.
and it's also
What?
incredible.
Did he really?
Yes, and it's so good.
Damn, I have never heard
She
that. I've
literally
got to
says
hear it.
rat-tat-tat-tat on your
Dum
dum-dum
dum
drum.
drum,
The beat so
yes.
fat gonna make me come.
Period.
Iconic.
I stand by that.
Iconic.
Words to live by.
I
Put that
feel
in the
that.
Constitution.
As a woman that has sat on her dryer before, it's true.
Excellent for you to admit that. The internet now knows that. Good
you
job.
know, I have no shame.
Hey man, Joan Calmezzo did it on live television in Parks.
Calmezzo. Excuse me while I
Well,
go
you didn't give it to
powder
me
my
then. Who
nose.
did?
The other night, Henry and I watched the movie Dodgeball,
Ugh,
and then we watched
so good.
Parks and Rec. So good.
I was.
I love Joan Calmezzo.
There's a chance. There's a chance I smoked weed before
Oh my god.
watching Dodgeball.
There's a chance a lot of weed was smoked
Yeah,
before
there's a chance
watching
I packed
Dodgeball.
like a stupid fat bowl, unnecessarily fat, for the likes of Dodgeball, and we watched simply the dumbest movie of all time.
But Dodgeball is such a good movie, though. Like,
A little more racist than I remember.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
that is true.
Yep,
That
yep,
is
yep,
true.
yep, yep.
But I can't deny that I enjoy that movie. Rip Torn, rest in peace.
Did Rip Torn die?
He's been dead for
When did he
like
die?
3 years.
David Hasselhoff.
David
is in.
Hasselhoff, yeah.
Yeah, really? He
Let me
comes
look
through with
up.
the best cameos.
Lots of cameos in that movie.
Dodgeball,
actually.
SpongeBob
SpongeBob movie? Yeah.
SquarePants movie. Yes.
Actually. All right.
He does.
I'm about to say.
Shout out SpongeBob.
Shout out
Thanks, SpongeBob. Sponsor this episode is SpongeBob.
I wish.
God, that'd be amazing.
Let me look up when Rip Torn died.
What's up, guys? You're hanging out in Bikini Bottom. But
That's my
No.
best SpongeBob laugh.
I
and
have
Oh my
can't do
God.
such
anymore.
a good dolphin impression.
He
I thought
died-
that's what you were trying to do.
all right, we'll do it
Yeah,
right
you
now.
do.
or else
Do it
I'm
right
gonna-
no,
now.
it's
It's
loud
so
and
good.
piercing.
You can
It'll
do
break
it.
the mic.
No, it
Just
won't
move
because
the
you're
mic a
super
little bit away from me,
quiet.
move it back.
Okay. No, but it's loud.
Do
okay,
it.
Wait.
Do it. Oh my God.
It's so good.
Wow, why'd you do that? That was fucking terrible.
Update.
God.
No,
Rip
it's
Torn
impressive.
died July 9th, 2019.
That was recently. See? It's okay that I
It's
was
gonna be
surprised.
Oh my
a
god,
year
we're
ago,
already almost
almost.
halfway through 2020. That's sickening. Nothing has
did he
happened this
die?
year except bad things.
Yeah, literally, like,
I kind of want to know
2020
how
is
he died.
cursed. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's the worst.
Salmon cannon.
He died in Connecticut.
Salmon cannon, Australia bushfires.
Kobe.
Kobe.
Who I thought I didn't know who
Oh,
he
he had
was.
Alzheimer's.
What?
What?
That's
Sorry.
sad. You didn't know who Kobe was?
Wait,
No. I
What the fuck?
Okay.
Why do you think that people, whenever anybody
No,
threw
listen.
a piece of paper into a trash can, that they said Kobe?
Kobe.
What?
Okay, so listen.
Where did
Me
you go to school?
and Alec and Max were in Mundelein for the weekend, and I was like taking a shower or something when they found out, and I came out and they were like, "Thanks, Halli, like you took a shower, now Kobe Bryant's dead." And I was like, "Oh
I'll
my
never
god.
shower again.
Who is that?"
You're
And
the worst.
I didn't know. I know it's still sad. Like now I know who he is, and I'm sad. But like,
No, I know.
Black icon, baby. That's what
I
it's
remember
about.
when I found out I was working at Chipotle, classic,
Okay.
and my boss's brother came in, and he was like, "Hey, can I get a quesadilla?" And so I was making him his quesadilla. I'd seen him before. I was like, "Hey, what's up, man? Like, how's it going?" Like, I knew that he was my manager's brother, and he was like, "Yo, Kobe died," and I was like, "What? No." And then he was like, "Yeah." And then he showed me the Wikipedia page, and I was like, "No way, how did he die?" And he's like, "It was a helicopter accident, like casual." And it had happened like 3 hours before. And I was
Dude,
like, "No way."
I found out like within like half an hour of when it happened. Like, I literally heard about it on the radio, looked it up. They hadn't even like updated Wikipedia yet. Oh, I see how it is. All right, passing back your little thing.
You can-
Whatever. All right, guess my story's not important. I'll just jump off
You
a
can-
bridge.
You
Whatever.
can no, it's
No,
super
that's
good.
so
It's
yummy.
super good.
Is it really good?
that
I'm-
tastes like a
I'll try it. I'll try it
limerita.
another
Have you
day.
had a limerita?
No.
That's exactly what it tastes
This is
like. We used
better.
to get them from
Limeritas?
7-Eleven, baby.
Horrible. What's your deal? We talked about this on the episode we
This
recorded
is
earlier.
better.
Yeah, is it okay? Talked about the
Wait,
episode. We were talking about
this is
Smirnoff Ice and Mike's Harder.
Oh my god, why do you love throwing
What is
shit
it
in my
with you throwing
garage
things in
as
this
of
episode?
late?
Jesus Christ,
I'm
Kylie.
tipsy.
You're violent.
God damn,
I haven't seen you guys for a while because
Untapped
your computer was
rage.
dead, and also.
Yeah, we had a little. My mom she got a test to make sure she's okay, but she's doing
She
fine.
is not pregnant?
Came back negative.
She's not
She's
pregnant.
not
She's not pregnant.
Jesus Christ.
And if she was, she had to get an abortion.
Yeah. What the fuck? I
This
just
week's
like.
hot topic.
All right, guys.
abortion.
Well, let's talk about abortion because everyone loves to talk about that on a podcast.
I'm not.
Nope.
Never mind.
All
Yeah,
right,
good
truth or
call.
drink.
Dumbass. What?
Truth or drink?
Truth or drink?
Begin.
What is that? What is truth or drink?
Is this a joke?
Truth or drink. It's the fun
It's
game
a game
where
that
you
I bought.
look at cards and
And
see the
it
words on
tells
them
you.
and ask the questions that are on them.
Because let's be honest,
Literacy.
truth or dare is kind of overrated now. Nobody likes truth or dare.
No one
We're
wants to do the
adults.
dares
We're adults.
because dares are stupid.
Truth or drink. We're trying to get fucking drunk.
Unless the dares are
Well,
sexual.
not
I'm gonna just come out and
me.
say it right
I'm
now.
not drinking.
Truth or dare is not fun unless it like the dares have something to do with like kissing someone who you're not in a relationship with. Like that's just fun.
Wait.
Even
Not
then,
like-
that's
While you're
lame.
in a relationship
That's
with someone?
No, like
lame.
just like doing fun shit with your friends. Like
I don't know.
being a little bit
I'm
wild.
like over dares. I've played Truth or Dare too many times. I
Every
like Truth or
time-
Drink.
I play Truth or Dare with my friends. I feel like we just dare each other to lick random shit.
That is like the safety dare.
Yeah,
Like,
I like.
Safety dare, band name, call it. Thank you.
Yeah,
It's like safety dance.
the yellow
Hey,
pack is
stop
like
it.
happy things. Like
Sorry, what?
Oh yeah,
What were
wait.
you saying?
No, read the names of all the packs.
Okay, all right. So there's
it's
Truth
on
or
the
Drink-
side of the box.
yeah, I got it. Truth or drink.
No, you don't have to. Okay.
Yeah, I can read.
Yeah, I'm literally.
I'm literate. It's on
I
the
think
side
we
of the.
all sing.
I think it's on the white box. It tells you on the side.
Where
on
is
one
it,
of the
Kylie?
sides.
I found it.
Thank you.
We'll never make it. We made it. Okay, so
I see that
it's
tequila
5
there.
levels of intensity. There's chill questions for the first one is on the rocks, which is chill questions for mixed company with just enough of a bite to help you loosen up together. There's extra dirty, which is cringeworthy adult-themed questions that pair nicely with adult beverages, not safe for work. There is the with a twist, which are hard to swallow questions with these zesty strategic twists. Is like if you're playing in like a big group, like a bunch of people, it's like, okay, but you have to ask the person who like is to the right to you. Like you don't get to choose who you ask. You have to ask a stranger that. It's basically just like filler questions. And then there's happy hour, which is what we're playing, which is only good times allowed with these feel good questions for you and your drinking buddies. And then there's last call, which is the description is warning: do not play these questions unless it's very late and you've got nothing left to lose. So that's some crazy shit right there. But
Wait, I want to play that one.
oh my god, this is good. Holy shit. Yeah,
And
is
it
good.
tastes like a limerita.
Limeritas are terrible though.
All right,
I would
never
agree.
talk again.
Limeritas are disgusting.
Thank you.
But
So
this is better.
Nah,
You can taste the tequila.
last call, like that's true. Last call nearly tore my last relationship apart. Like I'm not joking.
Good thing none of us are dating, and 2 of you are siblings.
Wait. Oh. Anyway, can I hit John Lithgow?
Okay,
Here's
so
Jonathan.
I'm gonna go ahead and I
See?
think
No issue.
so. The way that the game is supposed to be played is that like we pass
Progress.
the cards, and then people ask other people that question. But I think we're all just gonna. I'll just ask the question, and then we all just answer.
I'd say you
Yeah.
2 are the most literate out of all 3 of us because you're related.
No.
No, I'm an idiot.
I'm
Okay,
not.
Okay, but we're
I'm,
not passing
I'm
cards.
literally
Henry can
illiterate.
do all the reading.
All right,
I can't read.
I'll
It's,
take it.
I can't
I'm not
read.
standing up right now.
No, that's the thing. Like we have to stay in place with these microphones, so I'm not gonna pass this shit. But
That's true. You just read. You're literate.
all right,
I believe
okay.
it.
Let's start with it. Let's start with this. These are like slow pitches, just like opportunities for you to like suck your own dick, basically. All right.
Okay.
What is something that you are proud of about
If I could, I
yourself that
would.
not many people know about?
This is so boring and too nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's
well,
play
I'll
last
put this,
call.
I'll
last
put this
call.
deck away.
Last call.
I was gonna
Everyone
say the
vote
blue
now
one.
on your
the
phones
blue
for
one is
the
actually
last call.
pretty solid.
But we played that last time.
But
when
nobody
it
knows.
exploded. Well, but
I know.
Well, there's different questions. We did like 3 of them. Shuffle them. I can shuffle. I can do the little bridge thing.
I'm getting the cool last one. I'm getting last
Okay.
call. I'm
Okay,
failing on
go
this one.
ahead. We're starting off balls deep. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. What advice do I need but don't want to hear? We all gotta answer this about each other.
Each other.
So let's start with me since I read the question.
You wanted that, so
This is
Okay.
what you asked.
I
Okay.
wanted the blue one.
what you
No,
asked
no. No, okay, fine.
What advice do I need to hear, Hal? Go for it.
You're not going to want me to say it.
No, just do
That's the point of the last
That's the
call.
point of the last call.
No,
You
like,
wanted this.
Air some dirty
no,
laundry.
you're
That's
not
what
going to want me to say it, like, in front of people. Well, I guess I could just not use names.
No. Yeah, don't use names.
Yeah, don't use
But
names.
just like give me some vague shit.
Okay, don't
I know
text
immediately
her.
what you're
Yeah, I
talking
was
about.
gonna-
Don't
Yeah.
text her.
There's a person
Honestly,
who I want
that
to talk
was
to.
mine.
I'm
Don't
talk
positive
to
that-
her.
Don't.
Well,
Henry,
I haven't.
I promise the world's
Well,
gonna begin again.
continue doing that.
someday, and you're gonna be open to this whole new world of opportunities, and you need to experience those
Yes.
before you backtrack.
All right. So
Yes, I was gonna say the same thing as she was.
backstory.
Don't. No, let me say mine. Don't.
No one knows what we're talking about.
That's okay. You need to wait until we move to Chicago. And if you still feel like you really want to talk to this person after we move to Chicago,
that's
Then
my
go
game
ahead.
plan. So
Okay, thank
I
you.
have I was in a relationship with someone for a long time, and I did like a year ago, and then but we were together like for like a couple years on and off, and then we really like started dating, and it was really intense, and I've got some lingering feelings being back home for them. I'm kind of working through and thinking about reaching out to them, but as Halliday said to me, like literally a week into Salmon Cannon, she was like, "Man, Salmon Cannon got you acting up, huh?" And
Sam McKinnon has everybody
Because
acting up.
you were
True.
just
I
going
was
back
just-
to all your old ways.
you go back to what
well,
you
like
know.
you have nothing
I
else to
know.
think
I
about.
know. That's true.
Well, and I told you if you text this person, I'ma text the DJ.
Don't text the DJ.
So we're
The
holding
You're gonna
each
find
other.
about- you're gonna
DJ.
find- that's
We're holding
a
each other
throwback to another
accountable.
episode.
We're
Yeah.
holding each other accountable.
Well, that's like a murder-suicide pact, which
Yeah.
I'm not about, but
Yeah, so we're holding each other accountable. If you text this person, I'ma text him.
all right. Well, okay.
And
all
if
right.
vice versa, if I text him, you text her. But I won't text
Well,
him.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
you're
text
not
her. Even
gonna
I'm
if
not
you
gonna
text
text
him.
him.
DJ.
I had a very aggressive dream about him.
Well,
so.
even if you did text him, it doesn't mean that I'm gonna text her. So, touche, whore.
I won't. That's what my mom says.
Take it. Oh my God, Jesus. Okay.
kidding.
All right. Next, Hallie. Let's talk to Halliday about some stuff.
I'm not gonna respond to anything. No, just kidding. I will, but I want to hear it.
I have my advice. Do you have your advice, Kylie?
No.
Okay, this is scary because I'm mean.
You're not mean, and that's why that's
No,
kind of what my advice is about.
I'm not mean enough.
Honestly, wait, that's kind of fair though. Sometimes you just need to stand your ground a little bit. And I feel like sometimes you don't.
Not just
That's true.
not just stand your ground. I'm giving a deep cut.
Oh, okay. Go
And
ahead.
I'm saying this because I know you very well because I am your brother. But you sometimes dish more than you can take in terms of assessing people. You will go deeper than necessary when you criticize people out of fear that they would criticize you back. Sometimes you say shit that you don't mean.
You mean like when I'm in a fight with someone, or when I'm like assessing someone that I just met?
When you're like in a fight with someone.
Oh,
If,
okay.
like,
Because I was gonna say, I
you-
feel like I'm a good judge of character.
No, you are a good judge of character, but you dig in too hard.
Oh
You-
yeah. I say
you plant your
I
feet
can-
and you say shit that you later take back.
no. Yeah.
You like let your personal feelings about that person run.
Yeah.
away
When
from
I'm
you.
in a fight, and this is
Game
really
over.
just applicable to Henry because I don't really like argue.
We really get under each other's
Yeah,
skin. We have the
me
ability
and
to
Henry
really
will-
get under each other's skin.
I've probably had like the most intense arguments with Henry out of anyone.
well, because you
Yeah.
guys know each other.
Yeah, and I will be
so well.
so mean and cruel.
Yeah, you will say shit that like I don't need to hear, and that maybe whether it's true or not is not the point. But like
But it's just
you will go
But
unnecessarily hard.
I do apologize later, which doesn't mean it's okay.
You only need a couple hours, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
The thing is that like it's true. Like it's
Yeah,
easier
see,
to ask
guys,
for forgiveness.
I can be really mean.
Well, you can be really mean, but I was gonna say, and the reason why I bring that up is not you can be too mean, but it's because I think it comes from the root of this, which is that if anybody treated you the way that you can sometimes lash out at people, it would really, really hurt you. So I feel like
I feel like we've had arguments where you also say really evil things to me.
Oh, I have done
you
that.
can say
I
some
have-
catty stuff.
I have done that. Don't worry, but that's dad talking. But
I was gonna say, like, when we were hanging out the night of my graduation, when you were telling me what you wanted to do with your life, I was like, wow, you are literally John. You are literally your
Oh.
father.
yeah,
I
you
thought it was
like
gonna
want to
be
be
something
creative,
about me
but you're
being
too
mean.
self-conscious.
No. But I was like, wow, you are like the carbon copy of your dad in personality form, even though
You
you
are a
look like
lot
your
like-
mom.
No, yeah,
Like,
I
you are
told
so much like
Kylie
your
my
dad.
plan, and it was actually kind of nice to do that because I feel like I hadn't said it out loud yet, and I was like,
It's
okay,
nice to say out loud.
yeah, I was like, maybe I have a little bit more together than I thought.
You have your shit a lot
You-
more together than people,
Yeah, I would
than
agree
you
with
might
that.
think you do.
I would agree
So,
with that.
Everyone does. Like,
Guys, I'm undeclared, but I'm still making money moves.
all right, Kylie, what's your advice for Hal? What's some shit that she
I
does?
thought
when
I
she
already
cheats?
said
she's-
it.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I didn't
But
know.
I just
Yeah,
said that what did I say? Sometimes
sometimes I don't
mean.
stand my ground.
You don't stand your ground.
Okay.
I mean, I haven't
No,
really
yeah,
seen
I
you
can
be
be-
mean to me because, like, that one time
Yeah.
we got into a fight, I just didn't.
Yeah,
say
it wasn't even a
anything.
fight. We were just like weird between each other, and then we talked about our feelings and
And then it was all good.
yeah.
the classic
And then we haven't
fight.
been on a-
Whenever anybody has a fight with like Kylie, I feel like not because like
I'm-
you suck.
yeah.
No,
but
yeah,
just
there's,
because,
like, no
I'm
talking
not
involved.
communicative.
Yeah.
I'm not communicative at all. But
Mhm.
but I will say back then that was pre DJ, and I didn't
well, and also
like,
pre-therapy.
talk. Pre-therapy,
you were
pre-DJ.
working through some shit on your own, and that's not your
Yeah.
fault, you know.
But still, I should have been a better person. But whatever. But like, yeah, just stand your ground a little more. You can be a little more.
No, yeah,
aggressive.
I
can
can
stand up
be
for yourself more.
passive in moments when I need to be aggressive.
And I agree, but I would just I'd add a little addendum. You don't like if a situation requires that you need to be a 6 out of 10 aggressive. Don't feel like you have to be 10 out of 10 to make sure you get the job done. You know, there's ways to sort of like gauge how that is. And we just had a conversation the other day. Like I don't have stages of anger.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
like,
I don't
I'm like
think I have the
docile, and then I'm
capability to
literally
be
hitting
10 out of 10
people.
aggressive.
So yeah, but
Yeah, that's
Um,
true. You guys are very like weird about your anger, and I'm also weird.
that's
but
because
in a
like
different
Yeah, I
way.
just don't-
repressed
in a
weird
different
way.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But okay,
guys,
so,
tell me what you have to roast me.
All
Go
right.
ahead.
Hallie,
I'm so
do you
scared.
have
Wait,
a
no.
thing?
I'm so
Henry, you go
scared.
first. I literally
ahead.
don't know.
All right, I'm gonna say something, and this is a little thing, but
Go-
it's something
Go
that I
ahead.
gotta say.
Go ahead.
I love you so much,
I feel like I know what it's gonna be.
but
Damn, I didn't get a preface like that.
you bitch, you know I fucking love you.
Okay, whatever.
Like
You're related by blood.
Blood.
blood, you got blood all over you.
Period blood.
But I okay.
I don't know what advice
That's
to give
bad.
Kylie.
Is this?
She
okay,
gives
advice?
You
me
can roast me.
All the advice in the world.
I'm
I
gonna
need
do.
I need to hear it because if I don't hear it, then I won't know.
So I'm gonna do like this is personal advice.
Go
stuff
ahead.
because it's stuff that affects me personally.
I
I thi-
already know what it is.
I trust that you like are a
I
smart
already
enough
know.
person and that you're good enough judge of character to like go through this world on your own. But
Wait, maybe I don't know what it is.
I'm so like uptight about time with like the way that like I spend my life, and
Oh, I know
love
what
to
it
I
is.
love to
I know
have
what it
you
is.
over here
I
when
know
we
what it
record.
is.
But that's like today where I was like, cool, 2. I won't be ready till 2. Please come at 2. Like
know what it is.
because it's not that you take up too much space. It's really not what I'm trying to say.
No, I know.
But like sometimes, man, like it's easy for you to just be like, I'm gonna just come over whenever, and there's got to be some boundaries about that.
I know.
And
I
and
know.
and the reason why it doesn't piss
That's
me
gonna
off.
disappear though when you guys live together.
That's true because we're
That's
gonna
true.
be expecting to see each other all the time.
That's true.
But when I'm like, okay, well, Kylie's coming over at 2, I have so many hours to do all these things. And then if you like come over early, then I'm like, well, you're here now, so I have to do different things.
fair enough.
And it's just like an organization of time.
Fair
thing.
enough. No, I get that. But
I
like
mean,
if
if-
you tell me like I really need to get this shit done, I get it. And like today I was like, okay, don't be early. Like you got to make sure that you're on time or a little late.
It straight up like
Like I get it.
yeah.
I'm
I
late
get
to
it.
everything.
I
It's-
get it. And
yeah,
I know I
nah.
call you all the time and I got to tell you shit, but like I get it.
no, it's cool.
No,
And
I get it.
and
That makes sense.
The-
And I know that that is my most annoying quality.
I've started doing so. It's not annoying, but it's
No,
just
it can be annoying.
it's just the kind of thing that like I like to have those boundaries in my relationships with people.
Okay.
You know, like I like to I thrive on feeling like there is enough space between people. Like
Okay.
that's just the way that I'm built. Like I like to have certain people at different distances from me at all times. And you are in my inner circle of people that people that I would trust to like handle everything if I died. But like I don't think that but that doesn't necessarily mean that there isn't like a little bit of space that I like to leave for myself, you know? And it manifests itself in weird ways, and that's something that I'm totally aware of. And it's something that I have
And
to
I get that.
communicate to people. But I'm really walking this back now. But
No, but that's okay. And like I know that that is something that I do, and I know that that has been an issue, and like not like an issue, but like something that other friends have told me about. I'm just
Mhm.
very talkative.
You have a big personality, and you
I do.
totally invest in your friends, and that's one of the reasons why I fucking love you.
But I know
Seriously.
that people need
Like,
their time. I know.
but I just sometimes I need my space, and that's not even me saying that. Like the thing I was gonna say when you said like you call me too much. I don't think that you call me too much. If I'm like, I'll talk to her later, I just won't answer. Like, and that's the difference.
And that
between,
doesn't even bother me either. Like,
Yeah.
I get it.
Like, that's the difference between, and then like if you text me like, hey, I really need to tell you something, then like I know that like I need to talk to you, but like that's just how it be. So all right,
Yeah,
I've
no,
talked
I'm
about
good
this
with
enough,
that.
but
I'm good with that.
what's your deal, Hal? Go for
I
it.
have to
Dig
pee
in.
so bad. That's
it.
my deal. No, but okay. Oh, wait, I had it like perfectly formulated in my head. But
Talk until you find your point.
no, I just feel like you need to give yourself more credit. Like, I don't know. I just feel like you're really doing the most, and like you're so smart, and I feel like you downplay yourself sometimes, but like you're doing so good, and like
That's true. That is good advice.
yes.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Yeah, that is true. There's a reason
I
why
don't know.
constantly I'm always like, well, you're a smart and good and empathetic person. Like, because
Like you're the best.
you don't say that shit to yourself
for
enough.
real.
For real.
I
And,
mean, like, you're not wrong, but like, I don't know.
bitch, I know I'm not wrong.
And I'll keep saying it to you
Okay,
too.
whatever. Okay, well, thanks, guys. Sorry I roasted you. And you said all nice things about me. Well, I feel like a dick now.
No, you're fine. It's cool.
L'chaim.
But all right, well, here's the next question.
Yeah,
and I
let's
think we
move
all
on.
know the answer to this, though. So we're gonna breeze by this one. Do you think I'm capable of doing something you could never forgive me for? I think the answer for everybody is yes.
Oh.
You'd have to do something really bad.
Yeah, like,
Henry, you're my brother.
Really
Like I would
bad.
forgive you for so many things.
That's not good.
I was gonna say, like, yeah, you two are like my best friends in the world.
Yeah.
Like, you would really have to like
Fuck shit up.
really do something. Like, I feel like even if you murdered my parents, I'd be like, there was a reason.
I was
like-
gonna say like that's
well,
where
that's on
I
the
was gonna
internet.
draw the line.
Oh,
Like
well,
if
never
you
mind.
killed Lizard John, I might
Well,
be
okay,
like,
but that's
maybe
different. That's
stay
your
out of my
mom and
life.
dad. That's your mom and dad. That's different. Okay, maybe if you killed your parents, then I would be like, okay, no.
Oh my gosh. No,
This is really fucked up.
See, wow, I feel like I'm the outlier
Henry,
here.
unless we had like a Billy and Brenda relationship,
Oh my god.
I feel like I could forgive you for pretty much anything.
Yeah, I feel like we can talk through
No
shit
one,
pretty well.
no one is gonna know what that reference is.
I don't even
But
know
it's
what
to
that
the show
reference
6 Feet
is.
Under.
Check it out, guys. HBO.
I don't have HBO.
On from 2001 to 2005.
Oh my god.
But
Oh my god, yes.
nah, I feel like I'm so like, all right, okay, never talking to you again. Like I can totally
You
do
could
that.
do that to Henry.
I don't know if I could do that to you, but I could like
You
I
do
could
it to me. That's
I
fair.
could totally do that to
You have to
I
see
could
me at like
perm-
family functions forever.
Yeah, and I could permanently scale back to our relationship to like I only see you at family functions.
But
I
like,
totally
what
have
would
it
I
in me.
have to do? Where do
Wow.
you draw the line?
I don't know. I'm that way with everybody.
Wow.
All relationships to me have an off switch.
No, yeah.
like-
okay. That's fair though.
You would have to like become a drug addict and like
Yeah, like there would have to be some like very serious
even
destructive
then,
shit.
I would be like, no, buddy, let's help you.
If you
yeah,
were a
I
drug
would
addict, I'd
still
put
I
you
would
in
still
rehab. I'd be like, you
constantly
have
be
a
trying to get you
disease.
help.
yeah.
Yeah.
But like yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Nah,
like,
man, there's totally shit that I could.
well, for me personally, I feel like once I have that initial big argument with my friend or whatever relationship I'm in, and if I get over that, then I'm more willing to forgive you on things. Like, if I'm able to forgive that first time, I'm more able to forgive any other time.
Yeah,
Which made it so hard to break up with the DJ.
yeah. So
that's just me, though.
I guess maybe I should amend what I'm saying. I don't think I'm the kind of person who can't forgive certain things. after a long enough time, I can forgive things. I can let go of things. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to forget things. So, like, I could probably forgive you for mistakes that you made as long as you realized that it was wrong.
Okay, that's fair.
That is like my
That's fair.
one thing. Like, if you see the error of your ways the way that I do, then the road to recovery is possible.
And, like, not gonna lie, you're really good at explaining that. Like, when we had our argument, like, freshman year of college or whatever, like, end of that,
Yeah.
I was like, I get it now, and I
Yeah.
That
understand.
was insane.
That was
That was like a
insane. You
size
really got
I was in
third
the middle
party
of
on that.
all of that.
Yeah, we've said before, like, literally, like, we were mortal enemies until,
From
like,
my
you
birthday.
and Anna were like, fucking talk already, idiot.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That
Your
was when I was bad
birthday.
at communicating. My birthday was so awkward.
Crazy.
But the
And, like,
food
my
was
parents did not
good.
know. Yeah, that food was really
Choo
good.
choo.
Hanakawa?
Choo choo. Hanakawa,
Yeah.
Libertyville, go there. It's
We gotta
fucking
go.
better than Tsukasa.
I've never been to Tsukasa. I don't care about
It's
Tsukasa.
better.
All right.
Hanakawa's better. Better than Benihana. Better than Tsukasa.
I've never been to
Fight me.
Benihana.
Bro,
Neither have
Benihana's
I,
like a low-ass
but
bar, I
better.
thought. All right, well, maybe I won't on that.
Look it up. It's not a chain. It's better.
All right, here's the next question. What do you wish I'd just shut the fuck up about? Me first, go.
Tinder.
That's such a good answer. I don't shut the fuck up about it. You're totally right.
Honestly, like, yeah, I kind of
Well,
agree with that.
I finally, after our conversation, I texted you about it,
Yeah,
which I
you
guess
did,
is a
you
real
did.
twofer.
You
Oh my
did.
gosh,
I'm
I
fucking
texted
out. I'm
Alec
out
about
of
it
there.
too.
Did you really?
Yes.
You're just like, oh my god, he's so obsessed with it.
No, but I was like, Henry's mad at me because he came into my room and was like, I'm going to talk to you about Tinder even though I know it annoys you. And then I was like, annoyed by it. And then he got mad at me when I
was not mad that you were annoyed. I was mad that it went beyond the conversation of Tinder. That was all. And we talked about that.
Yeah. And then I
But
was like,
it's chill.
okay, Henry, you can talk to me about Tinder, but
But it's going to annoy me, so tread carefully.
It's not that, like, talking about Tinder makes me annoyed. It's just that, like, you have so much more potential than Tinder, and, like, that pisses me
no,
off.
okay.
Like,
yeah.
Like,
Oh my
you
God, guys,
don't
that's so
need
nice
to
of you to
use
say.
Tinder. And I'm like, why do you? Like, you don't need to.
That's a nicer version of what I was trying to say the other day.
That is actually like a super nice compliment because I'm like, I'm in this position right now of like, man, even Tinder ain't good enough for the likes of me.
No,
like,
but like Tinder is trashy. Like, if you want to use Tinder, go ahead. I don't care. Like, I've used Tinder before, and
one of
I've
our first
hooked-
episodes was me being on Tinder.
I've
Yeah.
hooked up with someone from Tinder, but then I realized that, like, I'm better than that. So are you. So are you. You don't need it because you have a boyfriend, Hallie. But, like,
Yes,
you're
fuck
better
you.
than Tinder. It
Shout
sucks
out
right
my
now because we're not
boyfriend.
getting laid and we're not,
Ale
like...
Creates.
Yeah, follow him at Ale Creates.
At Ale Creates on
Don't
Instagram.
change your username. He wants to for some reason.
No, Ale
Why?
Creates is
Yeah,
perfect.
he wants to rebrand himself, but
No,
To
Ale
what?
he
Creates
needs to
is
keep Ale
perfect.
Creates.
I like it.
Alec excretes.
Hallie-
That's
Ale.
horrifying. But you were saying something nice about Tinder. Like, I don't need
Yeah.
to use Tinder because I'm not trashy. Well, that's very nice of you to say.
Yeah,
but-
you don't need to use Tinder.
Thank you very
We just
much.
need to, like, meet people at bars in Chicago. And it like sucks right now, but it'll be better in, like, whenever this salmon cannon is over.
Yeah,
like,
whenever people stop getting hit by salmon cannon, or they find a
Wait,
cure for
when
salmon
did
cannon.
salmon cannon get established?
we
on
were
the phone the
talking
other
on
day.
the phone, yeah. And
talking
we
about
were
business.
like trying to think of names, and then we couldn't think about it.
Talking
And then we
about
talked about something
business.
else,
Talking
and then I
behind the scenes
referenced
business.
John Oliver's salmon cannon video,
Yeah,
and then
we were just like, that's it. salmon
that's
cannon.
it. That's
Trying to come up with names because the Game Grumps came up with the perfect name. They're calling it the Backstreet Boys Reunion Tour.
And that's kind of good.
It's really funny. But
Salmon cannon.
all right, Hal, what do we think Hallie doesn't shut the fuck up about?
Wait,
Myself.
you just said Hallie. What do we think Hallie doesn't shut up about?
Yeah, and I answered myself.
What is Hallie? I don't know. I feel like you don't. I feel like you need to shut the fuck down. You need to like talk more.
Oh,
honestly, I kind of get that. Like,
especially
I
in
feel like-
quarantine.
Yeah, for real.
I get that. Like, I feel like you don't talk
I mean,
about
salmon cannon.
all the whatever. I feel like you don't talk about all of the serious issues that are actually eating up at you inside, but you talk about like, oh, I love all my friends and they're all like super awesome, and like I'm really happy that you love them and they make you really happy, but like you also have to worry about yourself.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and say you need to shut the fuck up about stupid bullshit and start talking about the important shit, which is how amazing you are and how you don't recognize that. So
And like figuring out college and stuff. Like when we talked about that, I was like, this is a good talk. This is
No,
really
yeah,
good.
we did
And
have
I
a
know
good
that you
talk.
felt that too. I know that you felt that too.
yeah, I feel like you are avoiding stuff sometimes. And you gotta talk about that shit, man. That's
Yeah,
the only way you're gonna work through it.
yeah.
Running from it does not
I
make it better.
bottle everything.
Yeah.
True, man. So
Okay, roast me.
you don't. I feel like you don't talk about like crazy shit. I feel like your life is just
Yeah, I
like
My life
playing
is
video
crazy.
games and doing coloring books and recording the
Yeah.
podcast.
I'm like
and
always interested in like everything you say.
I know everything. Like everything that you say is
You're
like really
always
interesting
telling me
for
fun
me.
stories.
I know. If anything, you need to shut the fuck up about Chipotle. But Chipotle's fun as hell. I love those
Chipotle?
stories.
No, yeah, I
my-
love your
like,
Chipotle stories.
I guess like if
We're
we're gonna say
wild at
like,
Chipotle.
I feel like if you're gonna say you talk about stuff too much,
It would probably be Chipotle.
it would probably be Chipotle.
or Funhouse.
Is what some
Yeah,
talk
maybe
about Funhouse that
Funhouse.
much.
I talk about Funhouse. a
See,
lot.
but I love it because you just like compare notes
That
with
cat.
Funhouse and Game Grumps.
That's true.
Like, yeah.
That oatmeal cat.
Oh yeah.
I've been in the oatmeal cat for the last
Yeah,
couple of
stop
Yesterday-
days.
sending Halli oatmeal
all
cat every 2
day
minutes.
yesterday. Kylie just sent me the same picture of a cat dipped in like oatmeal or
He like shoved his
Paint.
face in oatmeal, and it was really cute.
no, it was funny. I was enjoying it, but I was just so confused.
I'm not gonna stop. I love that. I made stickers out of it on Snapchat.
That's incredible.
You guys can roast me more.
You're an
Like,
artist.
don't feel afraid.
I have no roasts. Although this next one's a little bit
Guys,
roasty.
just gaze.
Excuse me. Our next question is, what's one change that I could make that would vastly improve who I am as a person? So I feel like I don't have an answer to that question because I don't think that.
I feel like all these questions have been the same question in different ways.
All right,
Yeah.
we'll find another one. All right. What ethical boundaries are you happy to cross? I'm gonna start. I would totally hook up with someone if they were cheating on their significant other.
I don't think I could do that.
I would totally do it.
I don't think I could do
Unless
that.
like I was friends with that person, like I would never do that. But like if someone was like, if someone like hit me up at a party and they were like, "What's good?" and I was like, "Don't you have a boyfriend?" They were like, "They don't matter." I'd be like,
No,
All right.
no, I
Their
could not
words.
do
I couldn't
that.
do
I
that.
couldn't.
I couldn't do
I
that.
could
Also,
totally do
'cause-
that.
Okay, but it's different because there are some crazy girls, and I don't want to have to deal with that drama either. I mean, they're crazy
I mean,
guys
they're crazy
too,
guys, but
but like I've in the past had friends who like
I couldn't do
have
that.
hooked
I don't
up with
know.
people that had a partner and like they didn't know,
Mm,
but
Yeah.
they still got like freaked out on. Yeah, it was just a bad situation.
I don't
I
think
don't
I
want to
could
have to
do
deal
that.
with any drama that comes with that. And also I would just feel guilty and bad.
yeah.
I don't know if
I would
feel super
I would
guilty.
agree with that. I
know.
don't I'm a very black and white person
That's fair.
in that extent. Like
And
to
also anyone who's
know.
willing to do that is probably not.
a good person.
Yeah.
Like DJ, the DJ.
I would never date somebody or see somebody regularly, but if like it was at a party and it was like, "Do you want to hook up?" I'd be like, yeah, "All right."
I don't think I could. If they like withheld that information and like didn't tell me and I was like, sure, this is just a regular hookup for sure. But if I found out later, I would be so mad and so upset. I'd be like,
yeah.
I just ruined your relationship. Like that's fucked up. I don't think I could do that.
I mean, it's fucked up, but it's also none of my business. Is the sort of the way that I feel
Oh
like.
my
That's
god.
not, that's not
Well, I
my.
feel like
That's
by
not my
sleep-
mess to clean up, man.
By sleeping with someone that involves me now, like
I suppose
don't
so.
know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe I'm just not.
Yeah,
maybe I
that's
haven't
the-
been.
yeah,
Maybe I
I
haven't been
wouldn't
around the
wanna
block
get
enough to know
involved.
not to. But, all right, Hal, you go.
I
What's-
don't
what's some
I
shit that
like
you would
I
do?
don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, you has a perfect sense. Huh?
I'm a pretty I'm a
I'm a
ooh, I'm a little tipsy, but like I'm a pretty morally straight person. I feel
mean-
like
According to you.
according to me, tell me what I need to be better on then. I don't care.
I'm not saying that I feel like you have ethical boundaries that you would cross. You would totally, in the past, before now, obviously, because you're on the straight and narrow because of your job. But in the past, you would be super cool to show up to something like pretty important, like fucked up.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a boundary
that
you
is
totally
true.
have crossed.
That I have crossed
I
in
guess if
college.
we're talking about
You're
that,
right.
like doing things
Not
underage
sober.
and illegally.
Well, okay, but we all went to college, so all of us drank before you were 21.
But I will
that's everyone,
say,
you know?
I went
other than that, I'm perfect.
That's true. I went to an ALS walk, and I was like, I'm not gonna drink. Like, this is for school. This was my senior year, and then my teacher handed me a vodka lemonade, and she was like, "Why aren't you drinking?" And I was like, "Say no more. Like, say less, sis. Let's go, Susan Schneider. I will get drunk at this ALS walk for your dead father. Let's go."
Jesus.
So, I mean, that
Well,
was
doesn't matter
that
because it
was
like,
senior
presented
year.
to you.
That was senior year.
That's a bad
of
argument.
college.
Like, it's okay to do something wrong because it's convenient. That's a bad argument. Just kidding.
I'm okay with that though. Like, I'm not gonna show up drunk to work. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
But like,
you would to class.
I've taken shots in class before.
See, I would
like,
never do that. I would never
Really?
do that. I showed
Okay.
up high to class one time when I was a sophomore, and it literally made me so scared.
No.
Never do that again. Never
Okay.
again.
Okay, well, maybe you have to
I'm
like
taking jealous
participate in your classes, but I'll go to lectures. I don't do it frequently. I've only done it like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, I was gonna say I
was a
don't have to
movie. It was
participate
my
in
movie
my class.
What?
We watched a movie, and
That
I was
sounds
like,
so much fun.
Yeah,
well,
that
like, it was
Actually,
our
I would
fir-
fall asleep.
Okay, technically, it was our first class of the year. It was the first
Good
class
for
of the semester.
you.
And I was like, well, I guess I'm gonna be high for this class.
That's beautiful.
Because it was some jazz musicians who I wanted to get in good with, and they were like, "You want to smoke?" And I was like,
Yeah.
"Can't pass this up."
Yeah.
And in hindsight, that was stupid. Like, whatever. But anyway,
I've taken shots. in
do you really have
class.
no answer, Al?
Just being drunk
No.
or inebriated during things.
You would never like.
That's,
You would
like, the
never
biggest
cheat.
thing.
You would never like be whack about stuff. I feel like. All right. Yeah. All right. Hallie's perfect. Next question. That's the
Mazel
Thank
tov.
you. No, me too.
Has someone
I
ever
have to
stabbed?
pee.
Have you? Okay, wait, hold on. This question is phrased.
Someone
you
has
ever
stabbed you?
Yeah. Have you ever been stabbed? No. Have you ever
Yes.
stabbed someone in the back or actively plotted against someone? But I feel like it would be good to say like whether it was yourself or whether you were the target of it because of something that you did.
Okay, I have a good answer for this.
Go for it.
When that whole shit where Phineas was dating this woman that I didn't like in high school.
Okay. Yep, I know who you're talking
Oh
about.
my gosh.
She was being a bitch to Phineas and Anna, our
When-
two closest friends.
When wasn't she?
When wasn't she? She was just a bad person.
And
in
Anna
general.
is perfect.
Anna is literally.
Anna
no
is
one can be
perfect.
mean to her. She's never done anything wrong
She's
in her
never
life.
done anything wrong. And she
Yeah.
was attacking Anna. And I got very defensive about it because I was like, why the fuck are you talking like this to Anna? I'm pissed. And so I started being mean back to this person. And then, I got in trouble.
But it was so
How about the time that you
funny. I'm
purposely
sorry.
pushed
It
someone
was
down
so.
to the club on your 21st birthday?
No, she
No.
deserved it.
The stuff
That's
though
an
that
ethical
you
boundary.
would say was like
It was mean. I'm a mean person when I hate someone. Like, it's true.
like and you would do it
That's
so
funny.
publicly too.
I would. I was not ashamed.
Like
okay, maybe
you would
that's my
do it in
ethical
front
one.
of so many people, like and adults.
Yeah,
Like, and
our,
teachers.
Our theater director had to give me a talk because I was being, I guess, too mean. But she was being worse.
It's not about what you say. It's about the fact that you're so loud when you do it.
I don't regret it. I have zero regrets
To this
from high
day,
school.
I don't
That's
fucking care.
hilarious.
I don't fucking care. Whatever.
That's
like,
amazing.
she was being a bitch. I'm gonna stand up for my friends. I
As
don't
you-
care.
As you should. Fuck it.
As
That-
I should.
That was my
If-
homie.
If someone's
was dating
gonna
my
be mean to
homie.
my homie, I'ma fuck this bit up. Like, fuck her.
No, I'm glad you were doing it.
Yeah.
I
she
don't
was the
care.
best, so
Whatever, that's mine. Go
what was it-
ahead.
What was the question? I lost it.
I
have to pee
I
in
honestly
it.
don't know.
Stabbing someone in the back.
Yeah.
Hallie, have you ever stabbed someone in the back, or anyone ever tried to like?
It wasn't in the
purposely
back. It was
ambush
like
you?
in her
I've-
chest in
I've-
public.
Wait. What was the second part?
Have you ever stabbed someone in the back or actively plotted against someone? And I think the addendum that I added was like, or has anybody ever done that to you because of something that you have done?
Okay, I feel like I've definitely been like snaky before where like someone will tell me something about someone and I'll like tell them or like I don't know. But I don't think I've ever like actively plotted against someone. I've never like tried to make someone's life bad like intentionally.
Yeah, we got 15 left. But I think I've definitely done like some snaky shit before in high school, but
yeah, I'm past that now.
now you're a saint.
I've grown up since then.
I mean, me too. I'm not that bitchy towards someone anymore, but like in high school, I was very honest.
Honest is what you're calling it. That's really funny. That's cute. Yeah.
I try.
I feel like I don't think I've ever actively plotted against someone, but here's some shit that like I have done, like, and I will do to this day. Like, and I actually, this is maybe another ethical boundary that I'll cross. If there's like a boy and girl fight going on, if like a couple is fighting and I'm kind of friends with both of them and both of them confide in me, I will tell the other people the other thing.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I don't stir the pot of a relationship
guess.
because I'm trying to get something out of
I
it,
feel that.
but I just want them to fucking talk about it.
I'm a very biased person, so I will 100% take sides.
I play
I've
both
done that
sides.
before.
I have totally
don't.
done that. I have played both sides of like a breakup or whatever.
No,
I've
I'm
tried
always
to,
in the
but-
middle of.
You are.
You
You're the
are.
peacemaker. Yeah.
You are Switzerland. But like, I have been in the middle of things before, and I've definitely taken a side. And I made it obvious. I was like, you're in the wrong. You need to apologize to this person.
But sometimes that can be a good thing.
Not when the other person is very stubborn.
Yeah,
and kind of a
but like if
bitch,
I was in a fight with someone and I was in the wrong and I needed someone to tell me that I was in the wrong, like
Fair
you
enough.
would tell me.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
All right. Have you ever harassed someone online? Do you think they deserved it?
No, I have never harassed
Me
someone
neither.
online.
Oh my God,
I
you
don't
totally have.
understand that at all because my ex would always do that. And then
That's
one time,
true. One time it was like early in your relationship. It was towards a friend of mine, and I like got involved, and he was being such a fucking prick.
It
was insane.
He was a dick about that. And then one time he did something. He like said something, and it wasn't. Okay, I'm not trying to justify him, but he said something and it was bad. And he was like, "Can you help me can you help me? I don't know what to say." And I was like, "I'm not helping you. You dug yourself that hole. I'm not helping you.
Good for you.
I'm not going to get in this argument. I've never fought with anyone online. I just read it and I'm like, whatever. They're fucking crazy." Like
He would turn things that weren't arguments into arguments if he was bored. Yeah.
online, and I never understood
Yeah,
that.
I could never
don't
do
understand that.
People
Like-
that I know who are the most aggressive online don't do that. Like,
I feel like I've never even been in a situation where I could be me or like get in a fight with someone online because like I'm not really on Facebook. I feel like on Instagram I just like look at other people's pictures and post pictures, and like on Twitter I never tweet. I just like look at tweets, and like
that's true.
those are the only things I do online where I could interact with people.
Yeah. I think for me, so it's politics. That's where I get into it.
Yeah,
I don't.
you're like dad
Yeah,
in
you
that
are
way.
Okay, I
in
don't
that
seek it
sense.
out like Dad does, but if I stumble across it, I will be into it.
I just leave it alone.
And
I just don't say anything.
The meanest thing I think I have ever said to anybody online. Well, I guess it's a tie between two. One of them was a stranger, and they were complaining about having to wear protective equipment and not being able to go out because there was a salmon cannon on the loose.
Yeah.
And if he got hit by the salmon cannon, then he had a chance of making other people get hit by the salmon cannon too. And he just didn't fucking understand that. And so I commented the worst thing. I was like, I hope that you get hit by the salmon cannon, make
Henry.
it, and then someone that you know doesn't make it. Because that is so irresponsible of you to act that way,
you're
that
not
you
wrong.
have it totally coming.
You're not
And
wrong.
I did not need to go that hard, and I totally did. I totally went super negative. I was like, I hope that you make it so that you have
I
to
hope
watch
that someone you love dies.
Pretty much is what I
Yeah.
said. Like, but I was like, because that's what you are saying when you say that you're being so irresponsible. That was the wackest thing I think I've ever said to anybody, and I really felt dirty after it. But the wackest thing that I said to someone that I know was also politics, and they were blaming China for some reason about like where the salmon cannon came from, and they were being like really racially insensitive to a person who was a classmate of ours. And so I was like, all right, I'm stepping in. And so I was like, I may not be able to get the last 6 weeks of my senior year and a commencement because of the stupid salmon cannon, but the only silver lining of that is never having to see you again, you complete fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Like, and then he was like, oh, of course you're like a Bernie supporter, because I had like a thing on my profile picture. And like politically, he just like tried to destroy me. But and then the argument devolved because he was illiterate. And so I just started posting memes at him. But, I guess that's the meanest thing I've ever said.
That's okay though.
Well, this question, I just turned to the question that doesn't necessarily make. Okay, all right, here's an interesting one. What's the most amount of money that you would lend me?
I feel like I would lend you a bunch of money if I had it. Like, that
Yeah,
sounds really bad.
if I had
like,
money and either of you needed money, I feel like I would
agree
be
with that.
willing to give you like a decent amount.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It all depends. Like, I would.
It depends, I guess.
If it's like my current bank account, like I would loan you like, I could. It depends what it's for. If you were like, I'm short my rent payment.
Yeah.
Can I get?
Like
Can
I
I get
would
like
so
$150?
yeah.
Like, and I'll pay you back. I'll be like, yeah, man, like no problem. Like,
See,
but make sure you pay me back.
I mean, like, not gonna lie, I'm gonna have money after I pay off all my loans, now that I know my loan payment per month.
Yeah.
But once that happens, I feel like I would be able to lend you both a bunch of money.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't feel bad about it.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like that's fair. I don't know. I think like for stuff like that, like I would definitely lend for like rent, or like I need to do this, or like I need this thing and I'll pay you back. Like that's all totally like well and good.
Mm-hmm.
But how about you, Hal?
But I also feel like I would be way more likely to go to mom or dad for money before I ever ask either of you for money.
Yeah, that's totally fair. But I feel like now that we're talking about mom and dad loaning us money, I feel like now that makes me like significantly more uncomfortable. So I guess I couldn't really like put a dollar amount on like how much I would loan you guys, because it all
That's
depends so much on
fair.
like what it's for. You know?
That's fair.
No,
No, I would agree with that.
But anyway, all right. Well, we talked about maybe not sticking to this deck, so I've got a couple pre-queued up questions for us to answer. Give me 1 second. Okay, let's get to the good shit. Assuming you were single, what would it take for you to get back together with your last ex?
Well, I am single,
Mm-hmm.
and to get back together with my last ex, the DJ, he would probably have to change a significant amount. I mean, I feel like I had already changed a lot in that relationship,
Yeah.
and he kind of like didn't, and so that's why we broke up, because we were two different people now.
I feel like you just need to like straight up be a nicer person.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Like I know that you like want to date people who are like mean, but when you say I want to date someone who's like not like mean, what you're saying
I just
you want to date someone who has personality.
I want to
Like-
date someone who has personality but has the same fucked up sense of humor that I do.
Yeah, and that's totally fair. Like that's what everyone wants, but you know, you don't want the kind of person who's gonna pick fights with somebody on the internet.
Yeah,
Like we talked about. Like
yeah, I don't want that.
you know,
so,
that shit's whack. So
yeah, I mean, he did have a weird sense of humor, but he would really need to be different in a
Yeah, that
relationship.
motherfucker needs therapy, I think, first of all.
Yeah. Yeah, and he did go for a little bit, but that was way before I even met him.
Like, yeah. All right, Hal, how about
So
you?
there you go.
Go for it. Hit me.
I don't know because
You're in like your first
You're
real
in
big
a
relationship
relationship,
right now.
like
Yeah.
this is the first actual relationship I've ever been in, and
Mhm.
it's so far problem free.
The other day when we were like on a
Wow.
bike ride, you were like, "I'm not gonna lie, I snapped on the first boyfriend."
Yeah, I was like, I did so good.
That's true.
Shout
You
out
killed it.
Alec.
Thank
Shout
you, Il
out
Creates.
He's
Alec.
winning.
Thank you, Albert.
I'm winning.
Thank you, Alifson. Never mind.
Nope.
I like it. Alifson.
Alistair.
Alistair.
Cromwell Alistair.
Damn.
Yeah.
But what would like the last? I guess like person you like hooked up with? Because he's not the first person that like you've been sort of interested in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I like okay, it was just like not a good idea for us to become romantically involved in
Yes.
the first place.
Well, not you and Alec. You and this other dude.
Oh
Yeah, I
yeah,
tried to
yeah,
say
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like we were just like we were good friends before, and that's just the way it should have remained.
Yeah. Yeah. You are correct.
So
You're not wrong about that.
That is super true. Yeah. I feel like my answer is loaded because of what we talked about directly at the beginning of this episode, the first question that we asked. But I think honestly, based on why I broke up with that person, well, okay, it's kind of complicated. I was in an official, like a Facebook official relationship that ended a year ago, but I was with somebody for like 6-ish months after that during my senior year. But even though it was like never on the books. So I guess if we're going like technically, this person that I broke up with like a year ago, what would need to happen is like we need to talk a lot about like how our anxiety makes us treat the other person, because that was why we broke up. So like I think the short answer is like therapy, but the long answer is like they need to understand that like I'm the kind of person who like commits fully to somebody when I'm like
Yeah.
seeing them, and that I'm not the other way. I'm not like gonna be like, yeah, I'm committed fully, and then the moment that something else comes by, I'm like, yeah, I'm not really committed. Like I'm like if I plant my heels in something, like that's it, you know. So like that's the way that they need to know that, you know, that
Mhm.
them knowing that I'm not just gonna like up and leave and won't treat me like I'm
about to.
about to. That needs to change.
But I
like
feel like
immediately.
that's not on you either.
Yeah, super not
That's
on me.
not on
well, that's what I'm
you.
saying. Like they need to change, not me.
Yeah.
Like,
Period.
and I feel the same way. Like,
That's how I feel about everything in my life.
but like we've
And
talked
that's on
about
being
like
stubborn.
our past relationships, all three of us, and
Yeah.
we've all agreed that like the other person was clearly in the wrong.
Very much so. Yes.
Yeah.
But Alec is perfect.
Alec is great.
We
Moral
do
of the story:
love
Alec
Alec.
rocks.
Yes.
Everyone
Alec, you're
date
awesome.
Alec.
Alec, you're good. 10 out of
Oh.
10 boyfriend.
In the words of your homie,
Love you, babe.
Alec,
Ew.
you are the best man. Actually, just kidding. You're the only man.
No, yeah, Chloe. Okay. Wait, can I tell this story?
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
So I made. No, I showed you the video. I
Oh,
made
yeah, you
I made
did.
Alec a little
You
video
did.
compilation of his friends saying happy
'Cause you're
birthday
thoughtful and empathetic,
to
bitch.
him for his birthday. And I'm so stupid right now.
You made him a little birthday for his video of like all his friends like saying how much
Yeah,
they loved
but-
him.
yeah.
You
Okay,
made
yeah.
him a little birthday.
And
of his
my friend
video.
Chloe, who's
fun.
insane, and I love her so much, and I miss her. I miss you, Chloe. But she was like,
Going
I don't
through
know.
something.
Yeah, her video, she had like mascara running down her face. But she was like, Alec, you are the best man. Matter of fact, you're the only man ever, which is true.
It is true.
It's very funny.
That is really
I
funny.
can't wait to meet your
actually.
fucking friends, man.
They're
I want you to
fun.
meet them.
They're fun.
You've
I've
met
met
them, right?
them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause I
they're
was
good.
here.
They're good people.
I don't know what fun is.
Oh my
only,
God.
Like I know what Eric is, and that's it.
That's fun. How dare you
Eric is fun.
disrespect Eric that way?
No, I'm saying like I only know Eric, and he's the only fun person I know,
Oh.
other than like you people. But
I don't know. Chloe showed me Trapped in the Closet. My life has been changed ever since.
Oh my gosh.
that beautiful R. Kelly opera.
Jesus Christ.
Iconic.
Alrighty. Describe the first time we met. What was your honest first impression of me? I guess this really only works for like Kylie, but Hallie and I can talk about some stuff from our childhood.
Okay, I thought that you guys were dating or like were gonna date. So I was like, all right, this is another one of Henry's girlfriends. Like, I don't know. But I liked you. I thought you were funny. I was like, oh, she's more chill than the other one. She's less emo. She's not like the other girls.
So true. Oh boy, you good?
Holy shit.
That's true.
So
though.
yeah, I
funny.
liked
That's
you.
so true.
And you were
though.
funny, and you were in show choir, and I was about to be in show choir, and I was like, a friend.
That's true though. When I first met you, well, the first thing that I remember about you was that you were in combo. And I didn't
Show
really
choir combo.
know
People
you
play for
that
the show
well.
choir. You were in show choir, yeah.
Yeah, I was in show choir my sophomore year through senior year. And I didn't really know you sophomore year, but then I like knew of you.
The reason I knew who you were and recognized you is because you were playing a game of Cards Against Humanity with
Yep.
like Zach Levy and Katie Updegraff
Yep.
and Finn.
And Oscar.
Yeah.
Yep.
And someone got really mad because someone made a Jew joke in the game. What was it?
Yeah,
Go for it.
Katie Updegraff got mad because she was like, you can't say that. Like, Kylie's a Jewish person. You can't say that. And then I had put that card down. and then she like got really mad and she went on this whole rant about it. And then I was like,
About how you shouldn't oppress yourself.
yeah. She's like, that's so offensive. Kylie's right here. She's a Jewish person. And like she was dating Zach too, I think.
Yeah.
And
Is
so
Zach
she's
Jewish?
like, Zach Levy?
Yeah.
Zach Levy.
All right. He's Jewish.
He's Jewish.
Got it. I'm clear
He's
now.
one of the only other Jews in Wonderland. And she's like, you can't say that about these people. Like, you're like, that's not okay. And then I had been like, hey, Katie, that was me. Like, and she was like, oh. And it was just like really funny. And yeah, no, I remember that. Was that at Danville?
Yeah. No. It was.
Was that
Morrisville.
Morrison? Yeah,
Morrisville.
Morrison,
Wow.
whatever.
I
it
really
was.
don't know how I remember that shit. But
Was
I
that when
totally
we
do.
all played baseball
That
in
was
that
when we
courtyard?
played baseball with the Candyland decorations. And then the people who
remember
it was
that.
right when Snapchat stories became a thing. So people were taking Snapchats of us.
Yep.
The people who made the decorations, and then like some teachers came out and they were like, "People worked really hard on those, and you need to stop right now." And we were like, "All right, whatever, loser." Like, so it was really funny.
Yeah, that was like, yeah, okay.
That was like the first time I remember who you were, but the first time we ever met was when
Was-
you came to my bonfire that I
Oh.
had the summer before our junior year.
Yeah,
Because
that
I
is
wanted to
true.
invite Carson Sample, spoilers, because I was
love
like,
this
she's
story.
cool, but I
she's
don't,
cute.
well, no comment, but I like, I was like, she should
She's
come.
hot. She is hot. Carson's hot.
No comment.
Henry,
But-
you can agree.
I do agree,
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
but
That's the tea, sis. Goodbye.
thank
End
you.
of podcast.
And episode over. But like, I was like, you should come, like, because I want you to come because you're like cool and you know people and you can enhance my social status. No, that's not. That
See,
was not
but,
a
like-
thought. But I was like, but she doesn't know anybody here, so I'll invite Kylie. That way she knows someone who's here. But like, I didn't know you at all. But I was like,
That's
whatever.
true.
As long as they can talk, then they'll be hanging out, and that's all that really matters. I just
See, but,
very
like-
simple social logic for like a 16-year-old.
I don't remember that much. And like, I wasn't even super drunk. I was just like,
Were you even kind of drunk?
no,
Oh my god.
I wasn't. I don't think I was at all because I drove. I just don't think I don't remember that because I think about like us meeting in Capitas's class.
That was where like we really became friends.
And that's what I remember the most. I have such a hard time
Yeah.
remembering how I first meet somebody. But like the reason that I remember Hallie and I meeting for the first time was because you were like, this is my little sister. She's going to be in show choir. Protect her.
Yeah. That's
and I
totally
was
right.
like, cool. And then the first memory I have of Halli, which isn't even the first memory that we've had together, and you've told me this before, was when.
But you remember the first time we met, right? But this is just like the one that sticks out in your head.
Yeah. It's you know what it is. It's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Babadook one.
Yes.
Wait, go for it. What is it?
The Babadook one is when you, me, Jonathan, and like a bunch of other people were in your basement, and we were watching the Babadook. And it was like at the end, and Halli walks down, and we were just like, damn, this movie's so good. And then you're just like, well, yeah, because the Babadook is like a symbol for grief, and like just went into this whole explanation of it. And we were all like, God damn.
Big brain over here.
You right. Like, big brain, little freshie right here. And that was like my first
Shut up,
big
nerd.
memory of Halli. And I was like, damn, this bitch smart. I like her.
So my first impression of Halli was that I loved her unconditionally, and then when she became old enough to speak, we hated each other.
Okay. No, yeah. We've grown since then.
We've so grown.
Me and Henry used to fight constantly.
Not even like
Like
Mom has always
physically.
Said, not well, we did physically fight, but
Wow.
I mean,
Who won?
when we were young.
Freaking-
Honestly, like
it was pretty half and half.
yeah.
Like I knew
But
that
this
you were
is when we
small,
were
but
like
you were
really
brutal.
young.
Yeah. This stopped, I guess, probably when we were like, whatever, maybe. You know when it stopped? It stopped when we went to the same school, and then all of a sudden, you weren't just my little sister. You were like a person who I really cared about, and there were people at school.
Yeah, this was
Who-
in like elementary school.
Yeah, I was in 5th grade. You were in 3rd grade, right? No, 2nd grade. I was in 5th grade and you were in 2nd grade, and I knew that like I didn't want people to be mean to you. I had to look after you. If anybody was ever giving you a hard time, I had to be the person to like step in and stand up for you. And so like all of a sudden like I became a big brother. Like right in that moment, it wasn't just like I see you and we fight about a water balloon. Like, or whatever.
Yeah. But I feel like as far as like siblings go, I feel like we didn't fight like an insane amount. I feel like it was like normal.
But it was just like petty as shit.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. That's why I don't like children.
Because they're petty as shit.
They're
Kids are
obnoxious.
petty.
Wait, I want to tell the story though of the first time that I remember ever standing up for you. It was when we were on the bus, and there was someone who was like in 4th grade, who's a year younger than me. So I had dominance because I was a 5th grader, and you were little, and we were all getting off the bus stop, and he was saying something mean to you or like about you, and it made me really mad. And I was like whatever, 12, and in the moment I was so mad that I wasn't 12, I was like 10 maybe. In the moment, I just, like, we were getting on the bus, and right in front of the bus driver, I just went, hey, shut the fuck up! Like, really loudly.
In 5th grade?
In 5th grade.
Damn, props to you.
And
Wait,
the
was
bus-
I there?
Yeah, we were all getting off the bus.
I would have been scared of you.
And
Who is this man?
it was a guy who lives, like, a couple doors down that way. But,
Let's fight him right now.
Let's fight him right now. Let's go get him. All right, episode over. We're gonna get him. Yeah. The bus driver like got really mad and like wrote me up, and then like Mom talked to me like later that night and was like, "Did you say the F word on the bus?" And I was like, "I did, but it was because someone was making fun of Halliday, and I told him to shut the F up." And my mom was like, "Okay, well, it's good that you stood up for your sister, but you shouldn't say the F word. So use better
Wow.
words."
You knew the F word in elementary school? You're
Oh, yeah.
superior than me. I did
yeah.
not.
Oh yeah.
You didn't even know what it was?
I didn't know what masturbate was until 7th grade.
I
feel like
definitely
that's
knew
pretty
the
common for most people, but
I knew
Really?
what the F word
Okay.
was before I knew what masturbate meant.
yeah, me too.
I
Me
feel
too.
like I didn't swear until like way later. Like the common words that my grandma would say when she would teach me how to swear was like shit and like bitch. I never really said the F word.
I feel like your most common swear is shit, bitch.
Yeah, and like that makes sense. Like, I mean, I do say fuck a lot now, but
Yeah.
like not. I mean, I didn't know. I definitely did not know what it was in 5th grade. I know that for a fact.
Yeah.
I did not learn that until later on.
All right. Well, I think we've given each other some first impressions. Let's move on to this one I'm excited about. Describe me in 3 words.
Okay.
Wait, we're describing Henry
I'm
first in 3
gonna
words?
say creative is one. You're level-headed.
That's 2 words. You're up.
What?
Just kidding.
I hyphen it. I hyphen it.
I hyphen it. What are you doing? Are you okay?
Creative, level-headed, and I have to think of a third one. You're just like funny. You're like goofy funny.
Well, thank you very much. Can I share my 3 for you?
Yes, if you want.
Shit, spicy mama. Those are my 3 words
That's
to
true.
describe you. Shit, spicy mama.
Thank you. I try. Maybe
Those are
it's
my 3
because of
words
the
to describe you.
Cholula.
I feel like for Henry, I would say genuine,
Thank you.
caring, and passionate.
Thank you.
Those
very
are all
nice.
good ones too.
Would you like to hear?
Damn, I like those better than mine.
And
like-
then
Shit, I
for
gotta think of something
for
funny.
Kylie, I would say thoughtful and
Thought.
loyal and my mother and my soulmate.
That is true. So for Hallie, it's gonna be soulmate because
Yeah.
we've had this conversation before. We know soulmate, but like you guys are all so creative in different ways, and it's like I don't want to say creative again, but like also like you guys are so creative in different ways.
Well, thank you.
And it
Yeah.
like makes me jealous because I'm like, what the fuck? How does this just like poop out of you like poop? But you are very creative, and you're just like, you're my soulmate and you're my baby, but like, you're just like the best. Like you're just
so
like
nice.
my baby. Like
You said
Aw.
almost no words, but they were all super nice.
I know, but like you're just like my baby. You're like the best, and I just think the world of you because you're my little baby
Oh, I
child.
love you.
I literally gave birth to you in a donut
yes,
outfit.
I know. You're my mother.
I literally shit you out of my
If I had to describe my lovely, lovely sister in 3 words, it would be, hey, dumb kid.
Yeah, that's true. Which actually I invented.
You invented it, and it's like a family little inside joke of just like, hey, dumb kid. Like,
Because one time my mom
was
asked me.
driving, and
Yeah,
she was like,
she
you
asked
should
me to
text this person.
text Henry, just like, hey, like, what are you up
We're-
to?
like,
or
it
like,
was
s-
about
or
like,
like,
hey,
hey.
we're almost home.
Yeah, and I just texted Henry and I was like, hey, dumb kid, from mom's phone. Can you
So it just
imagine?
looked like mom texted me, hey, dumb kid.
Uh,
Wait, that's good. I didn't know
Classic.
that.
So
but now, yeah.
if I had to describe you in 4 words, it would be shut it, Lil Carp.
Which Rollin
Which
invented.
Rollin invented.
Lil Carp.
Lil
I
Carp.
remember that
That's
in
such a good
music
one.
theory.
I fucking love Rollin. Spoilers.
I miss Rollin.
But
I hug him aggressively every time I see him, and it makes him so uncomfortable, and that just fuels the fire.
that's incredible.
This first hug after
oh my god.
salmon cannon.
Yeah, the first hug when I can ensure that we won't get hit by the salmon cannon is going to be like insta nut. Like it's going to be a crazy good hug.
I'm going to suffocate him
That's
with
amazing.
love.
I already love Rollin. He's going to come over at some point, I hope. But
Balloon.
alrighty. If you had to eat one delectable part of my delicious body, what would you choose?
Probably your hair. Because
Thank
you have really nice. I like your hair.
That's my best feature.
I like your hair.
like inside and out. Like my hair is better than my entire personality.
Like I don't like eating hair, but I would.
Appreciate you.
I can't answer that question for Henry.
Okay, I was
So-
gonna say you with your blonde hair. 'Cause
I
your
was
blonde
gonna
hair
say-
is poppin'. You're normally a brunette, but your blonde hair is fucking amazing.
Normally I'm
I do
a
like your blonde hair.
redhead.
That is true. My
That's
mom
kind of true.
you posted something recently or like my mom saw you during my drive by or whatever and she was like, Hallie's blonde, and I was like, it's been that way for a while, and she was like, oh, it actually looks kind of nice. And I was like,
Yeah,
wow, that's like the nicest compliment you've given my
I
mom.
went
Seal of
into
approval.
this expecting it to look so bad, but I
looks
like
like
it.
fire.
it. I
Yeah.
I'm glad
like
that we
it.
did that photo shoot with you with the blonde hair.
I
That looks
know.
very
And the
nice.
babushka?
Yeah.
Yes, thank you, Henry,
Babushka,
for my
yeah.
pictures.
I gotta get all on it.
I
I've been
like
trying to
it.
get into photography a little bit.
You have, I was going to say, you have very nice lips. And I know that we have
Thank
kissed
you.
before.
Yes.
Because you were practicing.
Tell me I'm good at it.
You are.
Thank you.
Tell me I'm good at it.
You also just have like a very good sense of style. And I'm always like, damn, Hallie's rocking that fit.
Thank you.
That is
These
true.
are
Hallie-
also
So
nice.
I would
Hallie
eat your
has an amazing
clothes.
sense of
So you wouldn't wear them again.
all
Oh
of
my
them.
Spotlight's on you, Hal.
I'm gonna eat Kylie's nipple piercings.
Okay.
No,
That's fair.
That's an incredible
Actually,
choice.
yeah,
You
that
were
is
there
my
with
answer.
me. You watched that happen.
We went on that journey together.
We did with that weird guy that.
Yeah, but he was
person-
nice.
He was nice. He was very professional.
Nipple piercing's crazy.
He I don't know how, but he complimented my nipples in the most professional way.
He complimented my nipple.
Mhm.
He did. He did.
And it was a well-deserved compliment.
Thank you.
I'm changing my 3 words to professional grade nipples for you.
Thank you. Stamp of approval from the Carpenter family.
Alrighty. What's the worst date you've ever been on? Tell us all the juicy details. I feel like we've talked about bad dates before, so we can open this one up to like.
I have
Worst
one that I
experiences.
haven't talked about, so I know.
You've talked about the one where you got barked at.
Yeah, I did get barked at, but that's not the one that I
which
was
is
going to talk about.
Crazy.
One of the worst dates that probably the worst date that I've been on. I went on a breakfast date, a brunch date to Maury's Cafe with this guy that I like had met on Tinder. He was a little older. The entire time he was talking about how he hated his stepmother so much that he wanted to murder her.
Oh my God! You've never told me that story.
I haven't? I thought I had.
No, I didn't know you
like
went on
the
with someone
entire
who
time.
had real mommy
Like,
issues.
Quite frequently. He mentioned that.
Jesus Christ!
It was not cute.
I feel like it reminds me of someone who you've also been with before. who
But
you
it
both know,
wasn't.
But it wasn't them.
It
It's crazy. You
wasn't
know, more than one
them.
person wants to kill their mom.
Because, like, my
Yikes.
ex-boyfriend, the DJ,
Yikes.
loved his mom. My other ex-boyfriend before that loved his mom. But this guy really hated his stepmom a lot. And was just like, she makes me so mad. Sometimes I want to strangle her. And I was like, wow, I really got to eat this
Okay,
breakfast
here we go.
fast. I cannot enjoy this breakfast. Like,
It's insane.
yeah.
All right,
so
Hal.
that was mine.
All right, Hal, you go.
I don't know because I never really went on dates before I started actually dating someone, and now all of our dates have been good.
Because you're dating them.
Yeah, but I guess like a bad guy experience was at the beginning of school when me and my friends were forced to go to frat parties because we didn't know any better yet.
Thank
I'd
God you
always
grew
And
up
we
that
didn't
way.
know the like other cool places we could hang out. And there's this man, Redhead John.
Yep.
Redhead John.
Redhead.
Yeah,
John.
Not
he
like that.
was not a good person.
What was his
Redhead.
deal?
You
What
gotta
was his
look
deal?
out for the
Okay, well,
redhead.
Give me it.
Well, okay, he was just like, so he came up to us the first night and like instantly marched over to us and was like, "Hey, my name's John." And we were just like talking to him, and like me and him were like kind of vibing the first night, but it was just the alcohol talking. But
It always is.
then the
It
next
always.
night we were at a different party and he came over and he did the same exact thing. He was like, "Hey, my name's John." Then he was like, "Oh, wait." And we were like, "Oh, like this
You're like,
is
hey, my name's John.
yeah,
No,
like
you.
you do that frequently, I guess."
It's my
And
signature
we were
move.
me and
Ugh.
him were just like kind of talking again. And then another night my friends went out, but I did not go out with them. But he got one of my friends like really drunk
Ooh.
and then made out with her while she was like not in the right
Ooh.
State of mind.
yeah,
Bad,
state
bad,
of mind
bad.
to like
Terribly
consent to that, yeah.
terribly common.
so, but it's okay because then he walked her home and she threw up on the quad
Oh.
in front of him.
Iconic.
I can
I
honestly
wish
say
she should have thrown up on him for real.
That's true.
truly, I've never puked in an embarrassing place on campus. I've also never puked from drinking. So
Wow. Okay. I guess you're superior. Whatever.
yeah, whatever. Bad on me, peasants.
I've puked in my home and also in my dorm.
I don't think I've done either. I've never
I've
puked in my dorm room.
I've never puked
Hooray
in
me.
public though. I'm really good about holding it in.
I've totally puked in public. Well,
I have
kind of. I
not.
puked in a hotel room one time, but it was
oh
it was
well,
totally
that was
around other people.
that was not alcohol related.
That was because
though.
of food poisoning.
Yeah. That was different.
I had the
though.
most fire hose vomit. It was
Ugh.
crazy. I'm sorry.
I
Okay,
love
wait.
that.
I
Gas
just have to say
station milk.
one more thing about Red Hat John because
Please do.
I'm really bitter about this. Like months later, so we have like Ventra cards or whatever as like part of DePaul,
Mhm.
and we can like just tap it or like we get through, but you can only tap it once every like 5 minutes or something because they don't want you tapping other people through.
Yeah.
And we were both going to class in the loop, and like he just saw me and saw, I guess, like me tap through, and he was like, "Hey, wait, can you tap me through? Like my Venture card's not working for some reason or whatever." And I was like, "Yeah, I don't think that's like, I think it bars you from doing it. Like I don't think it'll let me." And he's like, "No, it's fine. Like I just did it the other day. It'll work." So I did it and whatever, and it worked, and he came through because I'm nice. But then I got fined $5, and I had to pay $5 to tap Redhead John through.
What
And
a
he
little
sucks,
bitch.
and I hate him, and I'm mad about it. Should Venmo request him?
You should.
You should.
Be like, Cash App, bitch. $5. Actually, just kidding. It's 500 interest.
Yes.
That's true. Fuck gingers.
True.
I've
Not
dated too
always,
many, and
but-
that was only 2.
Lexi Rotterwald is nice.
Yes, Lexi's right. Lexi's very sweet.
All right. Okay. Well, I guess I have to
But
talk about the
boys.
worst date that I've ever been on. So, the worst date that I've ever been on actually includes playing this game. The worst date that I was been on was actually a good date, and it just ended poorly, because we didn't talk again because of like a series of miscommunications, which really sucked. But the worst date I think I've ever been on is I got drinks with someone on a total whim one time because I had just gotten out of something. This was in February. It was actually on Valentine's Day. I got drinks with someone on Valentine's Day, and we closed the bar, and then they were like, "Well, I should go home," and I was like, "That's cool." I was like, this is like super weird, but I'm all about respecting boundaries on a first date. I do not want to sleep with someone on the first date. I don't know. I guess if someone really wanted to, and it was like kind of like the natural progression of the date, I would. But like, if I'm really into somebody, like my inclination is not to try to sleep with them. Like, I'm not gonna try to do it. You know, if they like make advances, like I'm cool with it. But so I was like just really chill, and I was like, we should go out again. And so she came over for dinner. She was a half an hour late, which kind of pissed me off. And I made spaghetti carbonara. I learned how to make fucking spaghetti carbonara, and then made it, and I killed it. And then like I bought a nice bottle of wine or whatever for us to have, and we talked, and then we played Truth or Drink, the naughty version, and we like kind of got all soul searchy or whatever. And then she was like, "Well, it's getting kind of late, and I should probably head back because it's kind of shitty weather outside." And I was like, "That's cool." But we kind of talked. I kind of like broke the ice. I was like, "Would you be down to like have sex sometime?" And she was like, "I could do that." And I was like, "Yay." And then she's like, "But I should go." And I was like, "But that's cool. Like, I don't mean like now. I mean like whenever." And then she like kind of was dodging me a little bit, and I was like, "It's whatever." And then she was drunk at a club, and she was like, "We should hang out. We should hang out. We should hang out." And I was like, "All right, come over." And then I left what I was doing so that she could come over, and my friend Rick was with me. And then she was like, "Oh, actually, wait, hold on. I need to find my friend." And I was like, "That's cool. Take your time." And then she was like, "Hold on. Okay, we're going to Uber over. I can't drive." And I was like, "That's fine." And then she was like, "Actually, wait, hold on. My friend is coming with us." So then she just like invited her friend to come over to my apartment. And I was like,
Ooh.
okay. And Rick was like, and I was like, "Rick, how do you I like asked Eric first. I was like, "How do you feel about that?" And he was like, "I don't really care. Like, I'm down to meet new people, but like, I don't know. It seems kind of weird." And I was like, "It is a little bit weird. I'm with you on that one." So, and then like I was like, "All right, well, just let me know when you're on your way." And we like waited up for her, and she read my text and never responded. And I was like, fuck you. Like, you changed all these plans, and then you made me wait up all night to hang out with you and your stupid friend, and then you never came through.
Yeah, that's
And then the
kinda
next
poopy.
morning, she was
That's
like, hey,
poopy.
what's up? And I was like, hey, what happened to you last night? And she was like, oh, my friend was just, like, really drunk, so we just went home. And I was like, all right, you're the worst. Like,
Yeah, that's not fun.
yeah, so the worst date was because, like, I really put a lot of effort in, and then they were just kind of shitty. So, yeah.
Bitches be tripping.
Bitches be tripping. That's how it be. All right. I don't want to end on that. We only have a couple more minutes left. Do you think I have a more dominant or a more submissive personality? Give examples. Kylie?
Okay, both of
Dominant.
you have
What?
dominant personalities, and I have a submissive personality.
I was gonna say I'm probably way more submissive.
Well, it depends if you're talking personally or sexually.
Sexually, I'm very submissive,
And
but
sexually, I'm very dominant. But I feel
Yeah.
like personally, I'm very submissive. Like anyone, like people can like walk over me, man. I just let people do whatever.
Well, okay, I don't know.
Preface the story I just
No.
told. Like,
I was gonna say,
but you didn't know. You didn't
yeah, but I
know
did
that
not
was gonna
know.
happen.
I kind of like got a vibe. I was like, this person's whack, and I kind of just like want to sleep with them. But like, we'll see if they come over. And then they totally blew me off, and I was like, all right, fuck you. But like, I made it there, you know. So, but I'm sorry, Hallie. What were you gonna say?
Oh, I was just gonna say I wasn't talking like and like sexually. I was just saying like in terms of like personality. You guys are both just like loud and outgoing and like.
That is true.
That's pretty true.
That is very true.
But I feel like I'm
You are-
sensitive.
And
A
I'm
little bit.
yeah.
I feel like I'm a wee bab a little bit, you know. You are not that
See,
way.
I
Keep
feel
going.
like I am a wee bab.
Nah, man.
I feel like I can be wee bab at sometimes.
About some things, but I feel like for the most part, you were just like, I stand my ground. This is how it's gonna be.
Yeah, I am pretty stubborn.
'Cause you're
about
very black and
things.
white.
I
Like,
am
you've,
very black
on
and
your own
white.
Yeah,
I am very black and white
that's
about
true.
things. That is true.
But
That is true, and I'm very good at holding my ground.
yeah, I'm not. I'm
Almost,
just like,
almost to a
spit
point.
on me. I don't care.
Oh,
Yeah, Halliday, you're definitely like a dominant personality, and I can't speak for sexually because you're my sister.
Wait, I'm
I
a
would
dominant
I
personality.
would say that you're
I'd
a
say you're a
little
dominant personality.
submissive. I'd say
You
that
think
you're
so?
a little
Okay,
more neutral.
Yeah, I'm like kind of shy and quiet. I feel like once someone gets to know me, I'm like loud and
Yes.
stupid.
Yes.
But
Yeah, I will say when you're in your element, you're like boss bitch. But
yeah,
What you first come off as submissive, but I feel like when people actually get to know you, I feel like you're the type of person that people just like are like, oh, Hallie's doing this, I'm gonna do this too. Like, I feel like
yeah, you are dominant in how reserved you are.
I feel
It
like you're a
is it is-
trendsetter.
Yeah, that's totally true. Halliday
For
is
lack of
Halliday
better
is a
terms, I
trendsetter.
feel
Out
like.
of
that's
everybody
the
here, Halliday's
nicest
a trendsetter.
compliment.
I feel like, because like even in high school when you were dealing with all that bullshit and you would talk to me about it when we were all in college,
Mm-hmm.
I felt like people listened to you, but you just didn't know how to say or what to say to make them to stop being
Yeah,
argumentative.
yeah,
But like you
yeah.
just didn't realize that people actually did listen to you.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I feel like you are submissive, but I feel like you're like very neutral. Like you can be very submissive and you can be very dominant
See, I feel
if
like
you
when
really
you,
tried to.
I feel like when you are
That's
submissive,
called being dynamic.
I feel like when you are submissive, you're like, I'll let this slide. I'll let this pass. I feel like you are just like allowing someone safe passage.
Which I mean, you
through
did
your
in
realm.
high school. You did. Like that is what happened. But like you now, I feel like you can be more dominant
Yeah.
to an extent.
Hmm.
I think it's hard for you still, but you can do it.
Being dominant really scares me. It like makes me cry.
Really?
Yeah. Time like when I have to like really stand up for myself, I'm like, I like get like 10 hours of sleep the next night. I'm just like, I'm like really
Okay,
drained
yeah,
afterwards. Like it's
that's
super
fair.
hard for me to do. I don't
That's
know why,
fair.
but
I get that. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm like not confrontational at all. I'm like the least confrontational person.
I'd say probably out of all three of us, I'm the most confrontational.
Yeah, that's true.
I will.
You do not shy away from being like, step into the fucking ring. Let's go.
Yeah, I will roast somebody if I need to, and I'm not ashamed of that.
Yeah.
But like sexually, it like I cannot. I really cannot. That's my break. That's my break. I like.
Yeah.
I cannot be a dominant during sex, and when somebody asks me to do that, I get very scared.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, we've come upon the end of our episode, and dinner is ready. So
Yay!
it's time for us to
Yum,
call this an
yum.
episode. Halliday, thank you so much for being here
Thank
with us.
you.
Thank you
We're
for
gonna-
having me to the garage.
We're going to tag you on Instagram so that people can go follow you, because all 12 people who listen to this are really, really going to be into how cool you are. So
Yeah, that's true.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
For
You're
your
welcome.
follow in advance.
Yep. All right. Love you. Bye.
Bye.